Hi, welcome once again to the AromaShare Club. And I want to remind you that on your team resources at youngevity.com, and then you click on product info under the essential oils section, we have an AromaShare Club flyer for you. These are fabulous for you to start your club with. You can use them as invitations. You can just write your date and time up here and hand them out to your friends and people in your downline. And it tells you which oils we're going to be featuring each month. And then on the other side, we talk about what are essential oils and how do essential oils work. It's a fabulous beginning handout for all your friends, and it tells you exactly all the bonuses that you get for being a part of the AromaShare Club, such as these videos that we're doing and the recipes that you're going to get to go with each club's oils. And they'll either be in your pack or they will be available in that same section for you to print off. All right, so let's get going on our first recipe for this month, and that is going to be our insect spray. Right here in your recipes, and it calls for eucalyptus citriodora, lavender millet, and basil and water. Pretty simple. So I have my little handy dandy spray bottle here, and I'm going to pour in pretty much close to 4 ounces of water. Now this is filtered water. You can use distilled water. If you're camping, use whatever water you have. So it calls for 4 drops of our eucalyptus. So we're going to put that in there. And people always ask me, how do you get exactly 4 drops? Don't look at the little hole. Look at the edge of the lip right here when you're pouring it in. If you look at the lip, they drip off the bottom of that little edge. I already got 1. This other one doesn't want to come out. 2, 3, 4. All right. The other thing I like to remind you guys all the time is put your lids back on tight, because remember that we don't want air getting in our bottles, because that shortens the life of your oils, and it sort of like screws up the chemistry of them with the oxygen mixing with the hydrogen carbons, which are the components of every single essential oil. So remember to put your lids on really tight. Then the next oil we have in there is lavender millet, and we're going to put 4 drops of that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? If you give 5, it is not going to kill anybody, or even 6. So just don't worry about it. And then the next one is basil, sweet basil. I love basil. Put it in lots of food recipes. Yummy. And it's so great for keeping flies away. So this spray is not just for mosquitoes. It is great for keeping flies away. You can make this in big doses. We have horses on our farm, and basil is fabulous for keeping flies off of your horses. So I put this in my spray bottle, I shake it up. I always like to hit it on the bottom of my hand because it sort of breaks up the molecules of the oils a little bit, at least I think so. And so I like to do that when I shake it up. But remember that you need to shake it up every single time before you spray. That's really important, because that little stick that's on the sprayer, the straw is down at the bottom of your spray bottle. And if you don't shake it up, your oils are floating on top. So your first, 50, 100 uses of it, has hardly any oils in it. And then your last little bit, you're going to be like, wow, that has a lot of oils in it. Those bugs are really going to stay away. So make sure, shake, spray, repeat. Shake, spray, repeat. Okay, so there you go. It can't be any easier than that. You don't want to buy those bug sprays that are so chemically and hurt your body so much. You don't want to do that, okay? So make your spray, because we've had several ladies on Facebook and everything. They did a test. They did 1 day camping with their Ucky spray, and then they did 1 day camping with their bug spray. And with their bug spray, they only got bit twice, but with their expensive bug spray, they got bit like 26 times. So they're like, we will never use that Ucky spray again. We will always make your spray, Leanne. We will always make it. Oh, I want you to make it too. And I want you also remember Dr. Wallach's book, Passport to Aromatherapy. Everything you ever wanted to know about oil, and even stuff you don't need to know about oils, is in there. And Brenda's favorite book, a collection of aromatherapy recipes from the Still Room. A lot of the recipes that we give you each month are modified versions of these. And there's a lot here that we don't feature. We want you to get a good combination of things each month. So make sure you pick up those 2 books, and make sure if you have an iPhone that you get Brenda's app. It's Bone, B-O-N, Petite, P-E-T-I-T. Download it on your iPhone, and that is like having Brenda and me in your hand 24/7. Thank you so much for joining our AromaShare Club, and we'll see you next month.